Shout out to Ren. He is working with Chris Webby. This is not the first time they've done this. They've done this in the past. At least the second time I'm seeing this, or the third time I'm seeing this. As in Ren and Chris Webby working together. Let's check this out.
I took my possession down the road. All that I own down the road. Set out at nighttime down the road. Down the road. Down the road. And with God as my witness down the road. There stood a man down the road. Dressed in the shadows down the road. With blood on his face down the road. There was something so familiar about him. A certain kind of aura pouring all around him. Looking fresh to death, his suit, it was astounding. I caught his eye and then I felt like I was drowning. Standing at a crossroads and the dull glow of the lit bulbs flicker silently, quietly tiptoed down the long road, and the man spoke to me quite excitedly. Hello, dear fellow. And he tipped his hat and he smiled invitingly. Who knows why you felt this, but I felt like someone lit a fire in me. And I felt my stomach turning, I turned and I tried to find the word concerned, and the feeling disconcerting. It's strange, but I felt this weird yearning, a craving for something that was urging me over. And then they start conversing. I reached out my hand, he shook it during. He leaned in and said something disturbing. All I gotta know is your desires. Is it fame or fortune you aspire? Get about this life that you've been living. Follow me, I'll walk you through the fire. I got every type of flavor in. You should see the budget of the catering. I don't wanna come off as a salesman, but I got the taste that you've been savoring. Let your pain go, let the flames grow. I'll read every thought that's on your mind. Cause I know you got a name, so why don't you just write it on this line? Here I got a pen and everything. Who needs a wedding ring? I offer the divine. I don't think you fully understand, but I promise that you will in time, so just make a choice. So I stood frozen at the crossroads of time.
This has a lot of okay. This has a lot of similarities with which one was it? Yeah, like meeting the devil by the crossroads where you sell your soul and etc. There are quite a few songs that have this theme. It's very interesting. But man, the vocal ability of Ren to do this is just ridiculous. Who did he get to do the backing tracks? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Ren, but it doesn't sound like it's Ren voices doing the backing vocals, right? I am curious. The lyrics are crazy. The right man, his rap's ridiculous. But yeah, like I'm following the story.
Took hold of his paper and I leant down to sign.
See, this is very interesting. Like, there's always a cautionary tale with these stories, right? You meet this person who's desperate, walking down the road in the middle of nowhere, meets this random guy that tells him that he's going to take all his problems away. All he has to do is to do this very little thing that really means nothing, and then he's going to get whatever he desires. There's always this moral lesson that's left that, you know, no matter what kind of situation you're in, it's never worth selling your soul to the devil or something like that. But really, is it really? You know, like you just think about that. Anyone that's desperate, like look at how much desperation really leads people to make certain decisions. You know, like in real life, I'm talking about. Just look at life. Look at, you know, people, your own life. Look at your family. Look at people around you, and look at what desperation actually makes people do. Or maybe you are lucky enough or you're privileged enough that you haven't lived around seeing people being desperate. I have. Okay. And a lot of the time, like it's very easy to just buy into the moral lesson of this and say, okay, of course, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. If I was given a pen that at the stroke of a pen, I could have achieved all the dreams that I want to achieve. All I have to do is this thing. I mean, I don't know how much strength I would have to say no because, you know, of some moral lesson. You know? Yeah, like, just thinking about that now. I mean, the idea of a desperate person being in a situation where they can have the opportunity to wipe away all of their debt or all of their problems, who wouldn't take it? People do that all the time. And there is someone down the road that you always meet at some point in your life. They are called banks. Yeah, they're called banks. That yeah, you meet them down the road, and then you take loans and shit, and then all of a sudden they own you for life. You know, you take student loans, you take mortgage loans, and then you're a slave for life. That's all symbolic of the man down the road who you sign your soul away to. Is capitalism is the man down the road. Like it could mean this. It could mean so many things. You know. Now that I think about it, yeah, yeah. Yo. Damn.
I still remember.
Whoa.
Back where I was from.
That is creepy.
See, I was the favorite. The morning sun. See, I had ideas, but they said they're too grand. So they casted me out without reason to doubt. Now there's blood on my hands. See, I've been that one with the silver tongue. Yeah, they say I'm falling, but never run. Following the calling. I've been all in with the barrel of a loaded gun aimed at the masses, at their masses. Yeah, the darkness gon' get you. You can say a prayer if it helps you. That cross won't protect you from the light, bringing lost angel. Shit, I only came to entertain you, but since we made ourselves a deal, you gon' be my fucking puppet till it breaks you. I'ma chain you to the ground, I'll enslave you. Look around, ain't nobody coming here to save you. I'ma take you way down, cause yeah, I know I've been around, but still I got some shit to prove. And I don't really give a fuck how it's gotta happen, but just know that you gotta fucking deal with the devil written. So shut up and listen to play me some blues, and just know the choice that you made today will be the last thing that you ever choose.
So it is about that story, because the story that I remember, the person also played blues, so that he kind of sold his soul to the devil, and then he actually sold out everything. He became a really popular, powerful blues player, and blah 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 blah. So it's kind of, why am I not remembering that story? Oh, yeah, it's quite a very common. No, I wouldn't say common, like one of those Aesop's fables around these stories.
Some blues, and just know the choice that you made today will be the last thing that you ever choose.
Yes, the Robert Johnson tale. Thank you very much. Hey, I'm loving the harmonies, man. That was beautiful. The down the road harmonies is oh man. That was beautiful. Yeah, Ren, that was amazing. Thank you very much, Ren. Down the road is just so powerful. Wow. Yeah. Like when he's telling the story, the famous story about um the history of the devil according to mainstream Christian mythology. That's the whole idea, was the devil was this angel that was powerful, but then depending on which part of Christianity that you actually explore, has different reasons why he was kicked out of heaven. Some says that he presented certain ideas that contradicted certain ideas that Jesus had, and therefore the people that agree with Satan were kicked out. Some people, some others say that he was proud and he didn't want to bow down to humans, and therefore that's why he was kicked out of heaven because of that. And some say that he just disagreed with the administration and day-to-day administration of heaven, and therefore obviously God was offended, and therefore he was kicked out. There's just so many different reasons why he was kicked out. But it's all coming from information from the people that side with the one that kicked him out. We don't know his side of the story. We don't know why he really was kicked out. We just have different reasons why he was kicked out. It's all just speculation. Well, I mean, the whole thing is just speculation, but yeah.